Somebody asked an excellent question. So, basically, the AR-15, if I'm just getting into rifles, that should be more than enough that I should ever need. You know, why buy like a SCAR 17 or some bolt gun or something like that? This is true. Generally speaking, an AR is a flexible enough package with a couple of modifications like a LPD, or no, low powered variable optic, LVPO optic, or a red dot or something like that. You know, just slightly tweaking the rifle to fit your particular area will be more than enough. But you should identify your area. Look for your lanes of fire, because what if an AR isn't the right tool for the job? You would really be in some serious problems. Say, for example, your house is on the high ground. Now, you're not looking necessarily to where the other houses are. You're looking where the lanes of fire are to the nearest cover. Because you got to remember, people are an intelligent being. And if you were to get into some sort of firefight in the apocalypse, these are the survivors. They've already been through the crucible. The weak and stupid have already been thinned out. These are people that know what they're doing. They're not just going to come walking down your driveway and start popping shots at your house. No, they're going to move from cover to cover. They're probably going to have a group of people hitting the different covers. So what are the lanes of fire to those possible lines of cover? Or say you're in a city or something like that, and you know you need to retrieve a certain supply, or your water source is here or something to that effect, and you know you have to travel there. What does it look like getting to there? Is everything within 300 yards? Is everything outside of 300 yards? Look for the rule. What is the rule? Where will I generally, if I were to actually get into a firefight, what distances will my lanes of fire be? Or, I already talked about the inner city, or a cul-de-sac that's got a giant brick wall around it that makes it impossible to shoot short of standing in like a boom truck aiming down or climbing up on top of the wall, and the lanes of fire are like 20-30 yards. And remember, if you're not an expert with your rifle, yes, that is an important skill to have, but there are so many other important skills that would likely get you killed over not being able to use your rifle. What's your mechanical abilities like? Are you able to MacGyver things together? Chances are, little communities will pop up and they will all work together. And if everybody in that community knows how to use a rifle and that's it, there's no nurses, no doctors, no veterinarians, no mechanics, nobody that can make electronics work, nobody that can lay concrete or something like that, that community will fall. There are plenty of valuable skills, just what you're already doing. Master that particular skill. I mean, obviously, if you work at McDonald's, not a whole lot of skill there besides learning the distribution, figure out where the shit's coming from. Like, okay, so we get burger patties from this location. Just knowing that little bit of information can seriously make a difference. But whatever field you're in, just master that craft. We are not the people of the 30s where you have to be a master in every single craft. We usually just target on one specific craft, and we use that to make money to pay people to do all the rest of the crafts. Yeah, it would be ideal to know everything, but that's just not possible. You can't use it in a practical sense. If you're not using it, you lose it, if that makes any sense. Therefore, master your particular craft, and when you join a community, or your community comes together, or a group of people form, that particular craft will be useful, almost regardless what you do for a profession. I mean, a software engineer might not be the most useful thing, but you get the idea. So yeah, learn how to use your rifle and all, but there's so much more than just learning how to pull the trigger or move in a stack or group tactics. Because are we going to get to that point? And if we get to that point where you're going to have to assault another group with your group to take their supplies, are they even going to have supplies left? All things to think about. But back to the question, sorry I kind of went way out in the weeds. Generally speaking, yes, an AR will work for your location. You know, just changing the configuration around slightly. But you need to pay attention, because if it won't work for your location, you would really be screwed. Anyway, I hope this video was at least slightly entertaining, if not somehow giving you the inspiration to do something that you realize is a shortcoming. If you'd like to help support the channel, got my Patreon right there. I also have affiliate links in the description down below. Even if you don't buy what that link is for, just clicking on that link and doing the Amazon shopping you're going to do anyway, I have a little kickback for it because you came there off my channel. Thank you for watching. Don't forget to subscribe.